All right, we got dumbbell hip thrusters. We've done barbell hip thrusters. We've done single leg dumbbell hip thrusters, but I've never done a video on them really talking about them. So this is going to be a part of our Poliquin circuit for post chain. It's going to be for high volume. The biggest thing with this exercise is don't let it turn into a low back extension exercise. A lot of times when you start to do this for high volume, or you just tell people to do a hip thruster, they get down in that position, okay, and then they just focus on raising the hips, and they do a lot of the extension out of the low back and not out of the glutes. So we really want to focus on, when we are doing this and we come down, I'm not as concerned about how far we go down with our hips as I am of when I come up, I'm thinking about squeeze my butt cheeks together, okay, and then come back down, which may mean, like, if you look from the side, it may not look like I'm fully extended in the hips. And the reason for that is that maybe my hip flexors are not allowing my hips to push all the way through because I lack some sort of stability or some sort of mobility. But I can make my hips look like they come all the way through by rolling, or by flexing my low back and extending it, tilting my pelvis back, and now it looks like I'm way more extended. So you should feel this in your butt. But we're going to take a dumbbell, put it right across the lap, okay, sit down, as not as far as we can, but good depth. Keep the toes on the ground. When the toes come off the ground, it's really hard to fire the glutes or the butt. So we're going to keep the toes on the ground, squeeze our butt as tight as we can, come back down, squeeze our butt as tight as we can, come back down, squeeze. And we're going to do that for sets of 25 during this Poliquin cycle. But the key to this is not to let this turn into a low back blow up. You want to come out of this exercise and your hamstrings and your butt want to feel full of blood, because that's what you use to extend, not your low back. If you come out of this exercise and your low back is incredibly tight and full of blood, either you need to remove weight, go lighter in weight, and you need to think deeper on a cue of squeeze my butt cheeks together when I extend.